I still get high, I still do drugs, I still drink, I'm still doing all the illegal things in prison that you probably think can't happen. I was doing them. 2 counselors come inside of there and they say, Patrick, are you coming back to the program? I said, why do y'all want me back? They said, there's something different about you. Didn't want to go back. I'm an active gang member. I'm comfortable.
Hey everybody, we're here at AmFest with the Are You Listening podcast. I'm here with Patrick, who's got a powerful story, who he's about to show you guys how God moves in his life in a miracle, amazing way. Listen to this.
So I was in Arizona, bro. I'm a Crip. I was in a cell with another Crip who's a white boy. So in prison, anytime you go to a different prison, you got to reestablish the lines. My points was too high to be in this program. So they kicked me out of the program, but my homies was protecting them. So I said, listen, stay here. I'm going to come back. I come back to the program. He's gone. So now I'm in a drug program for no reason, bro. I still get high. I still do drugs. I still drink. I'm still doing all the illegal things in prison that you probably think can't happen. I was doing them. It happens. So I get kicked out the program. 2 staff from the program come to the hole. I'm in the hole, chilling. I'm cool. I'm comfortable. They say,
for those that don't know what the hole is, it's the box. It's when you get in trouble in prison, you're going to get put away for a sort. It's jail inside of jail.
It's jail inside of jail.
Okay,
yes, I like that. So thank you for doing that. So I'm in jail inside of jail. 2 counselors come inside of there and they say, Patrick, are you coming back to the program? I said, why do y'all want me back? For what purpose? They said, there's something different about you. At that point in my life, if I could count how many times I heard that dude, so some started to sink in, like maybe there's something to this. I left the hole. I had an invisible conversation with God. There's a CO walking me to another dorm. I'm talking to God, invisible. Nobody heard me. I said, God, if you want me back in this program, you get me back. I'll tell you this, over the next month, bro, only God got me back in there. 2 counselors came to the dorm I was in, specifically my dorm, for me, knocked on the door and said, Mr. Seymour, are you ready to come back? Before I could say no, I heard a voice, clear as I'm talking to you, said, remember what you told me. I said, God, out of all the places to show up here, I didn't want to go back. I'm an active gang member. I'm comfortable, but I couldn't deny that, bro. So I go back to this program, still a fish out of water. By this time, I've done 8 years in prison. I can tell you who you are without talking to you. Out of a 150-man dorm, there was 3 people that stood out to me, and I couldn't figure it out. I come out my cell one day. I said, hey, where's so-and-so, so-and-so, and so-and-so? They say, oh, they went to church today. I said, oh, they're Christians. So now, this invisible conversation got me back to this building. The only people out of 150 I recognize are the 3 leaders of the church. They come back from church. I say, listen, I don't know what's going on, but I think I need to go to church. Up until this time, I've only been to church one time as a gang member to slide a kite to my homie. Had never been to church in prison.
A kite is a letter. It's a note that you got to pass along whenever you're trying to communicate illegally to somebody.
My guy, thank you. Catching it up. So I go to church, man, and I'll never forget it. The pastor was preaching David. And he was looking at me throughout the sermon, man. He was lasered in on me. And he got to this point in David's story where he said, even though David messed up, God still says, you're still my king. And what I heard God say was, son, even though you messed up, you're still my son. I went back to my cell that night. I'm an active gang member. My homeboy was in the cell. I got on my knees. I cried out to the Lord, said, I'm done. I told my homie, don't call me Sea Bear no more. Call me Patrick. And that was the beginning of the journey, bro.
And that's beautiful. And there's so many amazing things in there. Did you know, had you ever read the Bible before you asked about your name being changed?
Absolutely. When I was born, my granddad said, that's going to be the pastor in the family. I used to run around the streets of South Central with a rag in my pocket, a pistol in my waist, bro, high out of my mind, talking to God, saying, how can I be a pastor? So I had a calling on my life.
The word was spoken on you.
The word was spoken over me from a young age. I was just running from it.
And in that, you recognized the Spirit. The Spirit was recognizing you, and in that big dorm, you recognized the Spirit. So no matter what situation that you're in, I would say there's power that God is calling for you to use you in a mighty way that you might not even realize. So now today, you're a pastor.
Amen, I am.
At a church.
Granddad knew what he was talking about. I'm a pastor at a church.
And that prophesy of the power of the word that's spoken over you being fulfilled. And there's a process in that.
Amen.
Oftentimes we want to rush that process, but when we surrender it and we cry out to God, he's ready, and he's ready for you.
That's good stuff, brother.
Thank you, bro.
Amen.
For sure. God bless.
God bless.